Hey guys, Isaiah Rodriguez back again with another video. And today, I got two things I want to show you guys in this video that we're going to compare and contrast to my 20 Pro Emily, my Trap Metal 2 James, and taking place 2015 James. Now, I went to Kiss Town earlier today and I got two things. Number one is a Puzzle James. The promo is of GI Jane is kind of a little bit scratched up because the price on it, but they just had to do it. And number two is Emily the Stealing Engine, and I read in barcode with a number 12 on it. So I'm very happy to review both of these items. And I'm very happy to review this Emily with a number 12 on it, because there was a type of Emily with that sort of deluxe set, but it was just a regular Emily. But thank God Mattel made this one this year. I also planned there may be a Trap Master Emily with the number 12 on it. But enough tick chat, let's unbox these. Okay, so now James and Emily are now out of the packaging. That was left of the packaging. Okay, so I'm first off gonna review James. So now I'm gonna give some history about this James. So as you know, James, along with a lot of puzzle games, were released in 2019. So yeah, and it's also and since they now changed the name from Trap Master Puzzle to Puzzle Line by the motorized name, they keep the design the same. But however, just recently they changed the design for the crappy Origins Goat toys. Changed the bell on it, but in a bad design. I'd rather keep this than Origins Gold Puzzle James because it's terrible. You can still get this James. It's available in stores like Walmart and Target, or stores like Kidstown. And I expect that online websites like Amazon and the Walmart website. Anyways, let's take a look at James over himself. So, by the face of it, Mattel did a good job with his face on him. Again, with the no painted buffer issue, not the body of him. This body over here, this body seems like pretty good. I expect they like the stripes in here. The dome should be slightly a little bit bigger. I mean, it's pretty good. Now the wheel configuration, alright, it's happened to all Puzzle Long engines. It has like a pretty nice roof on top, and well as a painted whistle on there. And the tender is pretty good, although the tender is just all plastic. Another thing to point out that all the tender engines buffers, their buffers are at the front, which it should be at the back. I wonder why they did that. And here's a compare between my Puzzle James and my late 2015 Take and Play James. The faces, pretty much good. The only lie is that Puzzle James is much longer, and they got the wheel configuration right on the late 2015 James, despite the two front wheels at the front are fake. Back, nothing. Same thing with the other side. And now the tendrils. This is made out of metal. This is just made out of plain old plastic. I just put him alongside. There we go. This James is pretty good. Now I just hit them up to my Trap Master James. Now I just take a look at the lovely Emily. So as you may know, Emily introduced into season 7. And I really love her a lot. Like, she's so darn cute and beautiful. And she also got a number 12 in the season 24 episode, Emily to the Rescue. And she deserves a number. Let's take a look at her face. The face on her is pretty good. Now, the body on this Emily is pretty nice. The dome, again, small. They should just make it a little bit bigger. The only problem that everyone complains about this Emily is that the middle wheel is not big because she's a Stirling engine. I mean, look at the Tommy Pro Emily, for example. The middle wheel is big because she's a Stirling engine. Why didn't it make her wheel not set in here big? Couldn't you just like find a way to make it big or something? I also adore the emerald paint on her. It's pretty nice. And the tender is pretty much plastic, but I love how the number 12 stands out. It's pretty amazing. I wish that they can make like a Trap Master Emily with a number 12. Maybe to get like the two kind of Emilys to make like a number 12 on her. But I don't know. Anyway, that's me, signing out.